Hey, yo, you know who it is. It's your boy, CJ Action, for the CJ Action Show with my special guest, YVH. Yo, say what up to the people, YVH.
Yo, what's poppin', man?
Yo, YVH is a hip-hop, independent, maybe alternative artist. We haven't found out how we're going to actually categorize him, but he appeals to a wide demographic of listeners. But I'll let him tell you about himself. Now, you know this show is live and uncut, so we flub our words. If we have to redo something, fuck it. It's live. Let's go.
So, like,
yeah, you got talking to the mic too, YVH.
Yeah,
this
of
shit
course.
like MTV, BET. Let's go.
So, like, basically, yeah, I guess I wouldn't know how to categorize myself, like, but I you know, of course, I know like what category I can appeal to the youth, you know, because everything that I want to bring in my energy, you know, I want to spread good energy of, you know, it's everybody being themselves, you know, because, you know, this is something that I found on my own, you know, I didn't get this from anyone, you know, so to have the influences that I have, you know, which are basically none, you know, how can you encourage someone else to really find themselves without trying to be someone else? And that's basically what I'm doing, like, within my music. That's why I don't know what to be in the category, because I don't know where my influences are pretty much coming from. I know who I'm looking up to, of course, because I think like, you know, anybody from XXXTentacion to Michael Jackson, you know, those are all, like, you know, really great artists to me. But, you know, but when you want to go in your own direction and you want to do something that's like completely different, it's hard to say that, you know, like, oh, well, I want to be in the same category as them, you know, because that's not something that I can ever say that I'm going to strive to be. I'm never going to strive to try to be like the next anything. You know.
You want to be... Nah, we got to pass the mic back and forth because I left my mic piece, so you all just deal with that shit. I know it shit look ghetto, but it's a ghetto show, so fuck it. All right, so basically you want to be able to actually carve your own path, you know, to create, I guess, your own lane where you appeal to a wide range of people, and maybe you influence the culture and you push the culture in the direction that you wanted to go, as opposed to you following somebody else who has influenced people.
Right.
All right, that sounds good. Now, what made you actually want to get into hip-hop, and then what made you want to deviate from the so-called standard or the prototypical hip-hop formula and be more indie?
Well, see, I've been around music like my whole entire life, like, and I actually didn't get into it until, like, I want to say I was probably like 18, 19, you know, or something like that, because, you know, back in the day, Soulja Boy had a group with him called Ocean Gang, and so, like, you know, and so I was hanging out with them, because my brother Corey Sims, he's been signed to D4L since I think he was 15, so I knew Shawty Low, Front Street, you know, guys like that. So, you know, I've been around those guys since I was probably about 11, 12 years old. So, you know, I've always been around music. You know, I think I still talk to Agoff to this day. You know, he's part of Ocean Gang or whatever with Soulja Boy. You know, he's still out there. You know, and then, you know, of course, I went to school with Lil Yachty too. You know, still good. He's a good friend of mine.
Okay.
You know, I still talk to him. You know, we communicate every so often.
Now, didn't you say that you actually were able to FaceTime or DM back and forth with X? Well,
at one time that, you know, that matter. You know, this is a while ago. You know, me and him. You know, we had DM'd. I DM'd him, and, you know, he actually responded. And you know, basically, you know, I'm not gonna say too much of what he said, because, like, you know, that was a very personal thing. You know, but you know, that I just thought that it was cool, because at the time, you know, I wasn't even stretching. I wasn't even going that hard with my music. You know, and I actually got, and, you know, just for him to respond, you know, to something like that, because, you know, like, I feel like I understood, bro, at the same time, because for some reason, like, especially like in that 2016, 2017 era, like, you know, I was feeling like the same way.
Okay.
Same way he was feeling. Like, I didn't know what the fuck. Like, you know, I was locked up. You know, I kept getting locked up back and forth. So, you know, it was like something to like to maybe not feel like I was in a cage, and like, you know, just to see that somebody was going through something that was just like that. You know, like, just feel like you somebody like you know, that people would say was a crazy person, but yet, like, if you get to know me, you know, you'd actually be like, damn, like, he's a smart kid, or you know, or like, damn, he's a good guy. He actually cares about people. You know what I mean? But you know, but if you read anything about me on paper, you know, of course, you're gonna be like, oh shit, you need to throw away the key with that motherfucker, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, it's just some crazy shit. And so, you know, and I felt like that's the only reason why I got a response out of him. Like, I don't know if he could read that. You know, he's a real spiritual guy. You know, he was definitely into some other shit, you know. You know, but rest in peace to him, though, you know.
Yeah.
But,
well, you know, you know, there's always, you know, the old adage, the old saying where there's a fine line between genius and insanity. And a lot of times I was the same way. You know, you're being a creative, it's hard to try and separate yourself, but when you do separate yourself and you're independent, you're looked at as being an outcast or an oddball. And to find direction, sometimes we get into situations that, you know, normally we shouldn't get into. I did the same thing,
right?
You know, being locked up for various things that I should not have done, but the only difference is I enjoyed doing it.
Right.
I liked it. Some people say, oh, well, CJ, you shouldn't have done that, or you need to find direction in your life. I had direction. It was a different path, but it's what I wanted to do. Right. And I enjoyed it. Now, of course, I matured and got away from that. But, you know, you have to do that in your own time. Your maturation level has to come when you're ready. But do you find that music is an outlet for you? Kind of like a catharsis where you're able to release and find comfort and solace in it?
Well, I feel like if music isn't an outlet to you, even if you don't make it, something's wrong. Because what's the first thing that you're thinking about when you're locked up? What they're taking away from you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and your freedom.
What would make you really be able to survive in jail?
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just anywhere. You know, if you got music that keeps your head together, you know, and being able to make it, you know, I'm just the voice behind music. Okay. You know what I mean? It gets way deeper than me. You know, and so I think it's like me, yeah, like I can be a great artist, right? But the people that are really behind making it, you know, that are behind like the engineers, the beat makers, you know, any people like that. Just the fact that when they're making these beats, they're hearing this shit in their head. You know what I'm saying? Words, we speak them every day. We do not hear a new beat every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, of course, if you go look for a new beat, I'm talking about something that's brand new that these beat makers are making. That's who deserves the real credit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like
well, like from my era. Now you can think of guys like Timberland, Just Blaze. These type of beats that these guys have created came from their minds. It was their own minds.
Right.
It's just like Bill Gates coming up with Microsoft. You know, Larry Ellison with Oracle. These guys have these ideas that spring from their minds. They have the same organ that we have, the same human brain, but somehow their neural synapses are able to formulate these things. So that's real creativity right there.
Exactly. And see, and that's the whole point, because like something that you've always, like, because I can say you're a mentor of mine, like, you know, it's always about like how you're gonna market it, because these aren't just people who just decided to make this really great thing. It's not, you know, and then they just like, oh, okay, well, they just sold a million of them because they're just marketing a great thing. It's how they presented it and how they decided to push it. You know what I mean? You know, like, if you know how to do more than just one thing, because of course, you know, I'm not just going to be one of those artists who just focus on just one thing. Like, oh, okay, well, you know what, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be the best rapper I can be, or I'm going to be the best hip-hop artist I can be. You know, that's not just my main focus. You know, it's just that how can I be the best person that I can be?
Right.
How can I be the best businessman I can be?
Right.
You know, that's the only way that I can really, because it doesn't matter how good I get at music. It's going to be a time to where it's like, damn, I think you might be done with music now.
Right.
You know, like, because like, you know, you could be the fiest nigga right now. Like, damn, that's the hottest nigga out right now. There's no way in hell you're gonna stay the fiest nigga right now.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Gonna come, but then you have to be able to.
That's just being realistic, though.
And you're gonna have to divest yourself of rap, but then reinvest your efforts into your other talents. Like you were saying, whether it's producing, you may be doing art.
Right.
You may be doing something in cinema. Just what I'm doing right now, trying to give young hip-hop and indie artists an outlet to express yourselves. We don't have that in Atlanta. So I'm starting right here in Atlanta, right here, and then I'll go regionally. I'll do the South, and I'll do the Southeast, and then it'll spread because LA has theirs, New York has theirs, but Atlanta doesn't have a voice right now. But we are the hip-hop capital right now.
Right.
But I want to be able to give exposure to some of these young guys like yourself, and then you all can go on, flower your creativity, go on and branch out, and go on and do great things. But you need a platform. But I understand what you're saying when you want to actually diversify your talents and your abilities and not just rap. Because it's going to get old after a while.
Right, absolutely. Because, I just think that that music, like, it's a tease type thing, That's why, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't drop things very often. I try to keep it very discreet, on what I'm going to do because, I have to have this, another plan, for what I'm going to do because, I can't act like I'm king of the world already,
right.
And just start dropping unlimited shit. I have to make sure that I'm putting out quality things.
By the way, if y'all see me sweating, we on location at YVH's house.
It's fucking hot as shit out here.
You know what I mean? I'm sweating.
You know
I want to take my shirt off, but I don't want all the ladies to go crazy and shit, and my girlfriend be having an attitude. Why you on there with your shirt off? So we're just going to try to...
No, he just a big motherfucker.
But yeah, that's good. That's good you have a plan. Now, what do you want your followers, my followers, the viewers to know about your upcoming projects, your new music?
Nothing. No. But I can tell you...
Something is coming.
I can tell you that it's been a lot of things being put into it.
All right.
It's a lot of time and a lot of things being put into it. So, I definitely can't guarantee when I'm going to drop anything, and I'm going to continue to tease everything. I might as well not lie about it.
Yeah.
I might drop one song or two before I actually drop it, but I do want to have it out before the end of the year.
Okay.
But if everything is not done perfectly, then I'm not gonna want to drop it because it's taking me a lot of time. And that it's a lot of stuff that I'm very discreet about as well.
Right.
That's on this. So and I'm definitely I'm working with I'm trying to get a couple more artists on it. I'm real close to Lil Yachty's selling team too. So.
Now, do you plan? Is there any place where people can see? Do you plan on being just one of these? Shit, maybe I need to talk to the mic. Hello. Do you plan on just being one of these internet digital artists, with the streams that people can follow you on Instagram or different social media platforms? Or at some point, do you actually plan on getting out there, doing shows, doing showcases where people can actually come and see you, see the product, hear you live?
That's actually something funny that I thought about is that I really don't know. Besides like interviews and things like that, of course I'll do shows, but I don't know if I want, like meet and greets and, things like that or be around too many people. You just gotta, things are just changing a lot. And it's like, I don't want my life to feel irregular. To where I feel like, I have to go everywhere. I have to avoid going anywhere because people are gonna, rush up to me.
But it may happen, as your
of
popularity
course.
grows, even as an internet sensation, and people recognize you, your popularity is going to grow.
But if I can stay more hidden, people are not knowing what area I'm in, So I definitely
fuck that. Fuck what YVH talking about. I want to be rich and famous. I want to not be able to go to Whole Foods, Kroger, Publix. What's that other shit motherfuckers be going to? Where they got the bad meat at the shit, but the vegetables okay. What's the name of that? Food Line, Food Giant and shit.
Lion.
I want you to be able to recognize me everywhere. I want to, as soon as I step out my house, I want the shit to be like Princess Di, snapping pictures and shit. Be like TMZ at my front door. I want to be rich and famous, so follow my shit, like my shit, comment, most of all, subscribe to the YouTube channel, CJ Action Show. Shit, I just had to say that shit. Go ahead now. What we saying? Oh, you want to be discreet. Fuck that.
Yeah. Good shit, fucking, alright, well then shit, when I fucking get out there, then I'm gonna send your ass to the fucking grocery store, have your ass sitting in the fucking line for fucking 2 hours, can't even get nothing to fucking eat and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like, perfect example, right? You know how The Weeknd is?
Yeah.
Like, you see him.
Yeah.
But you don't see him, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't never seen nobody like, yo, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand you want to keep your privacy, but fuck that. I want to be rich and famous before I die. Some people say they
but that's the best part about being, because you can't say that The Weeknd's not rich and famous.
Yeah, he is. But I like popularity. It's like a drug for me. I like fandom.
Yeah.
Somebody to be obsessed with me. I love it.
Yeah,
women, people, I love that shit.
But you know I'm dealing with that already.
What is this young motherfucker talking about? He dealing with that already. This motherfucker, a local sensation, goddammit. What the fuck he talking about? I deal with it too in the fitness industry. They love me and they hate me at the same fucking time. I don't know why they hate me, but they love me too. I don't know.
You would think that I'd be here getting fitness tips or something?
Listen, YVH, my boy, he's a great artist, but this motherfucker got poor hospitality. I'm out here sweating like a motherfucker, losing about 10 pounds. He ain't offering me no water, no Kool-Aid, no beer. What the fuck, man?
You know I don't have any beer. Out of all the things that you knew that I had, I don't have any beer.
I tried to name everything that would be, everything that would be...
You're dehydrated as fuck. You want a beer?
I tried to name everything that would be politically correct on the camera that I knew you had or didn't have. All right, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh yeah,
we talking about how sweaty you were because you wanted some water.
And I'm sitting in the fucking sun. It's all good though.
Pick that seat. How I got dreadlocks? You sweat more than me.
Any fucking way. Fuck this.
Call yourself a black man.
Oh, I'm a black man. I'm from the tropics. I'm a black man. I'm from Africa somewhere.
We're all from Africa somewhere.
Anyway, fuck this dude. So
you was a catcher.
No, motherfucker, I was a producer. I was the motherfucking, I was the buck. You know what I'm saying? They said we want to reproduce. Get that big buck right there. You know what I'm saying? I went out in the field and shit. I was in the shack making babies and shit. Anyway, we're talking about being discreet and the price of fame with YVH. Oh yeah, YVH, I forgot to ask you. What are your hobbies outside of music? Like, what are your interests? What captivates you? What captures your attention?
I'm a big ass fucking game nerd. Like, I play a lot of video games like all the time. Like, that's what if I'm not doing music or fucking anything else. Yeah. Basically, I'm probably playing the video game. That's it, or eating. But yeah, but fucking like I even stream. I stream my games a lot. Like you can find me at twitch.com/youngvanhellen. I stream on there all the time. So you guys can catch me there. So yeah, that's pretty much all the.
What are your what are your favorite games to play when you stream?
I usually usually Call of Duty. Hopefully Black Ops 4 is pretty good. But because World War II got old, fucking fast as fuck. But I play a lot of Battlefield now, and like a lot of people seem to watch it and like it. So
did you ever play the new like the Star Wars open world games and all that shit?
Yeah, I didn't really. I didn't think they were put together. I think they were really rushed. So mm-hmm. I didn't really.
Yeah, I think they were put together in order to just
to go ahead and get
Force Awakens,
right,
and movies and shit.
Yeah, so I don't really feel like it was rushed out, so I didn't really get into them too much.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
And then once I usually get started on a game too, I like to grind it the hell out.
Okay.
So I really don't, I get stuck on one title. I'm stuck on it for at least 3 or 4 months, and then I'll move on to something else.
Now, have you ever I guess you probably did growing up. Did you play stuff like Madden, shit like that?
Oh hell yeah, I'll bust anybody's ass and all that.
All right.
2K especially. You gotta have the game for the boys.
Okay.
So yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, let them know where they can find you again.
Oh yeah, man. You can find me on Instagram at ka.capone, or you can follow me on SoundCloud at Kal-El, X Corey Sims, man.
All right, and then your streaming name.
Oh yeah. My stream for if you want to watch my game channel, it's twitch.com/youngvanhellen.
Bet. All right, y'all watch the CJ Action Show on YouTube. I'm trying to get rich and famous off this shit, so subscribe to my shit. We got a lot of merchandise and things coming soon. Also, make sure you follow him. You watch him as he streams his games. Also, listen to his music, YVH, on SoundCloud. Follow him on Instagram. This is CJ Action for the CJ Action Show with my special guest, YVH. We are out. Do that shit that you did from the promo.
Hey.